Welcome back. It's been a few weeks, but welcome back to the part time marks. You know me, I'm Larry Black Lightning Burke. That's
Kurt McGirt, man, chilling.
man, it's been a few weeks, man. We got a lot to catch up on, man. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, let's get to it, man. Let's
Let's
mark
get
about it.
to it. Let's mark about it. Kirk McGurk, man, it's
What's
been a few weeks, man. How you doing, man?
good, man? What's going on?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. It's been a few weeks since we've been live, so here we are. I'm excited. Man, we got a lot to mark about, man. Like NXT was good tonight.
Hey, they keep getting better and better, and it's only going to get better.
Man, it started off a little bit hot. I didn't know where they was going, but man, let's get right to it, man. They started off with Ava, and well, we had a contract signing. Well,
Yeah,
presumed to be a contract signing.
presumed to be. Yeah.
And we had All Ego and Trick Williams. And before we could even get the contract signed, we got a table spot for the night. I was actually I didn't see
Nice.
that coming. I
No, I
didn't
didn't
see
see
that.
it.
Oh yeah, there was a table spot, man. All Ego
Always,
did.
always a table. Yeah, I mean the table's there. Why not use
I,
it?
yeah, why not use it? But they nobody even signed the contract yet. So I was like I was confused. I was like, are we gonna get a tables match or where are they going with this?
Yeah.
So that's just how we started right off. Spine buster right through the table, and it was like I was like, okay, so we're gonna start to really push this CW thing because that's coming up in a few weeks.
Yeah, and
So
they're trying to make that as big as possible.
I mean, big as possible. They got what I mean, Randy Orton in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Randy Orton, and they announced tonight. Get it sexy, get it sexy. She's gonna be part of the show again.
Oh, I missed that because
Ava announced that. Yeah, Ava announced that like real quick there in the beginning, right before both guys came out.
oh,
So that
okay.
was yeah. So she already announced that like there was gonna be what I mean, Randy Orton. Obviously, we knew that a few weeks ago. That's his hometown, so
Yeah.
that place is gonna go insane. And then
And then
and then
he's
Sexy Red got this little partnership. And honestly, man, like I'm not a fan of her music. Now I'm not gonna say when it comes on that I won't fall into the trap of dancing with it because it,
what is she gonna do the intro? Is she doing the intro?
you she's gonna do something. I mean, so that right there from the gate, I'm like, okay, she's gonna be in her hometown. She's already got this small partnership. I mean, it's good for her brand. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and again, and not to say it's good for NXT brand too. You know what I mean? We
It's
so
the
so now you
age
got
group that they
Sexy
want to
Red.
bring in.
So now you've already got Sexy Red, her first appearance. Now you got her coming back. And not to mention, just to rewind real quick, we got Megan the Stallion on the SmackDown intro.
Yeah.
So this new cross brand of hip hop being added is it's big, man. They're starting to apparently WWE's getting away from that Revel that's been doing the music for everybody for years. So
Yeah.
so yeah, right from the jump, I thought we was okay. We're making big announcements. We're going to make this CW thing a big deal, and I think
W
that's
is going to be a big deal. It's
yeah, and I think they're going to get a little loose. So yeah, so that's how we started. Like we didn't have a contract signed yet, and but we do know, what I mean, definitely Randy Orton's going to be there, Sexy Red's going to be there, but we don't have a contract signed, and we got Trick Williams who got put through a table, and
yeah.
that's just how the show starts. Like, so I'm like, okay, okay, this is good. But leading into the next segment, I don't know when you was able to jump on or whatever, but leading into the next segment, your
Hmm.
guy, your guy, the Don, D'Angelo,
Yeah.
he was in the back. He ran into Hammerstone, which for those who really don't know who Hammerstone is, um, he brought Hammerstone in last week. He paid him some money to try to take out Obafemi.
Yeah.
So yeah, he walks up on Hammerstone. He tells Hammerstone, like, man, like, I paid you to do a job. You know what I mean? You didn't get the job done. So he basically demands him that, like, you're going to take on Obafemi again. So right there. And if for those who don't
Oh
know,
man.
Hammerstone is a TNA star. Um, he's been there. He's been an independent wrestler. I mean, I caught on to him a few years
Because
ago.
I caught on to him in MLW.
Okay.
So I watched a lot of him and Jacob Fatu. They put in some good work. He was a champion over there. So I like him.
Oh,
He's in
I
TNA.
do.
He's in TNA now.
Yeah, and
So
he's very impressed. I mean, he's got the good look, man. I'm not a fan of the super huge dudes anymore, but
yeah, but
but I like Hammerstone, and I've seen his grind. So to see him getting some chances in the WWE again, I think that's awesome for guys right
it's
now.
awesome.
If you get, like you said, this partnership, man, you said from the gate, like, this is gonna be something special. So like, now you got me watching TNA because I need to know what's going on, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's making you have to tune in, bro.
I
Like,
mean, it's making you tune in. But yeah, Hammerstone, I mean, leading into, but Hammerstone told him, "No, man, you handle it yourself." So I mean, D'Angelo ain't like it, so he said, "Why don't I take you on?" So right there, we already knew what we was building into a little later on. So I was
uh,
like, "Okay, all right, but where are we going with this?" Because it did seem a little funny that you got this group of guys and you're trying to pay outside guys to take this man out, so you don't even feel confident in your crew. I was a little confused by that. Like,
but
you
he's not confident in himself. He's not confident in his crew. Like,
Yeah, and we found that out a little later on, which
yeah,
I guess we'll get to that. But yeah, and then I guess they went into their first match of the night.
your girl.
Um, the girls, Tatum Paxley and Valkyria versus Wendy Chu and Rosemary. Now, at first I was kind of confused about the Wendy Chu thing now, but I think I like it better that she has a tag partner.
Yeah, you have to go back
Because
and
is Rosemary going to be the talker of the two? Is that what I'm missing here, or like I'm still just trying to figure out where they're
they
going to
they
go.
give them they give me they be doing them little vignettes, and it's mostly Rosemary, so that's probably where it's gonna go.
Okay,
Um,
okay, but like going to the Valkyrie and the Tatum Paxley side. Now I think it's kind of, me. I think it's kind of good that they sent Valkyria back down there because she was getting over on NXT. She
yeah,
just
I mean
wasn't.
she was over on NXT. Her and Becky
Yeah.
put on that banger.
But do you think she wasn't ready though? Like, you
Yeah,
could be over,
we talked about this, and she could have spent some more time down there before
yeah,
they.
because I think you can be over in NXT, but are you really ready for the main card? Like, I mean, like, they sent Ridge Holland back down there. You know what I mean? They said they're sending some other people back down there because, like, we're boosting you up, but you're not, and we don't want to get rid of you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, that's yeah, like, because we do see the value in you. So I think it was good. She goes back down there. I'm just totally confused now. Now the Paxley girl or whatever, excuse me, or Tatum, she's like she's lost right now, right? Like she's like all over the place. Like where is she at? Because I seen last week she was doing a promo where she was like messing with dolls and ripping heads
I
off
mean,
dolls.
yeah, that's
Is she like a lost character now? Like is she trying to find herself?
listen. I don't understand what's going on there.
Well,
These
I
is
guess they've known each other for years, so I guess that'll
Tatum Paxley is still a character. I'm trying to get to learn myself. I haven't seen much of her since I've been watching.
because maybe they'll send Valkyria down there to maybe they work
I mean, I know
together.
they got history. That's why she's down there
Yeah.
with her.
So maybe that'll be better for her. Maybe she's not really a single star just yet. Maybe
She's
that
doing
maybe
both.
that yeah, she's gonna do both. Yeah, because she's still up doing the stuff
She's
with
doing both. Yeah,
okay.
she's one
She
of
did the
them that's
thing with
not like
doing the one
it's
with
like keep
Natalia.
going, keep going. Huh? Yeah,
Is she
she was
okay?
she wait, was she
Was
with
she with
them?
Natalia and yeah.
No. Listen, don't get me lying because my
Because
memory.
I lose track so fast, man. Once I see Valkyria, she just doesn't do nothing for me. But maybe down there, they're doing the woos like they're supposed to because they understand.
Yeah,
So
but are they still gonna do the woos when they're in arenas on the CW?
maybe, may- I mean, like you said, that when you're an NXT crowd, NXT people are like
Yeah, the NXT
NXT people.
crowd they're in front of now is the same NXT crowd every week. Once they get on the road, it's just like it's
Well,
about how are
But
her
the,
woos on
but
the
this
main
is
roster.
better. This is better for all of them, though, man. Once you get on the road, you're not in front of that same crowd.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like,
oh yeah,
like I said,
definitely.
yeah. I think, yeah, man. Once you just don't see the same people that's paying for this show excuse me, week to week, that that's how you really find out who you are. I mean, like you said, man, like even a few years ago when NXT came here in town, Bel Air still was a nobody yet. The Street Profits were nobodies yet. I
Yeah,
mean, and I felt like us getting to be exposed to those people before they were even on the NXT show. I thought that was so much better for them. So I think with them going on this road, getting extra work in, I think that's going to be really good for them. But yeah, man. So but Tatum Paxley and Valkyria ended up pulling that match out. So is that feud going to be done or
no, I don't think so.
no? Yeah, because I mean it's been something for what about a month now
Yeah,
between
you
all four
and
of them in some way.
yeah, and I don't think they don't have another pay per view until Halloween Havoc. So that's definitely they're definitely gonna
It gives them time to keep building something and
build in something. Yeah, that's the
because I
good thing
mean
about it.
there's probably only going to be 5 matches. So is that match by Halloween Havoc going to be
It might. I think they tend to give us a little more.
okay?
They might, it might be 6 or 7.
Okay, all
Um,
right. So excuse me, man. Not
but I'm
used to
just
these
saying,
late
give
shows
them.
anymore. I'm over here yawning, man. I'm not used to these late shows anymore, man. um,
Yeah, and then we're getting an hour drop from Raw. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about. I guess they'll
I don't.
unpack that
I
on.
guess it's
I
just
guess
gonna be
they'll
for the
unpack
rest of the
that.
show.
Yeah, I guess they'll unpack that on the atomic drop. Ever since we've been off for a little bit here and there, I got to pop up with some of the other guys, and you know what I mean. So
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, please tune into the atomic drop. There's so many other great shows on this channel. Please keep up with it. The time's been a little bit screwy lately, but trust me, all the shows on this channel are amazing. The Scully Squad. I've been trying to keep up with a little bit of everything. Like if I see it pop up, hey, they're going live. You know what? I'm gonna check it out. So
yeah.
please, everyone. Um, but yeah, I don't want to get too far into that. Moving right into it, man. It was the Dawn versus Hammerstone. That was the next match of the night,
Mm-hmm.
and it was fast. Boy, I didn't know what we was gonna get. I was like, okay, I thought maybe D'Angelo was gonna try to come out and beat up on Hammerstone because he's furious, but he came out the total opposite.
Yeah,
He was.
it's coming with some deeper storytelling with my man, man. I think it's about to be a split with these guys.
I think, yeah, yeah. Because I don't know how long y'all can run that Italian mob
Yeah,
gimmick.
he
It's
needs another gimmick.
he can still be an Italian. It's just gonna have to be stronger than tuxedo pants and
I'm joking.
yeah.
I'm joking right now, but I was gonna say put him with Vinci. Put him with Giovanni Vinci up there because I don't know what the hell they're doing
I don't know what to make of that. Like he came out. I guess there's so much red that they got
I
to
mean, I get
unpack
it.
on. Man, but I didn't
He's
expect my
feeling
man to take
himself
a.
and
I didn't expect my man to go to the main show, have all these vignettes for weeks, and my man didn't even get 15 seconds out there.
no,
I was so confused.
it was an instant L, man. Like what happened?
I was
I was
so
genuinely excited for dude. Like, all right, they're doing something with him.
and bam, my man took the squash first night. But I mean, but I can
Yeah,
see what
yeah.
you mean by that, man. I like you said, I am, man. It took me a long time, but my best friend in life and in business, in the wrestling business, he uh he taught me a long time ago just how important that tag team wrestling was to the game. Like I love tag team wrestling, but I just didn't understand at the time that like, man, this is how you make your Shawn Michaels. This is how you get your guys. You know what I mean? This is how you find out where your guys are at and who's ready to be. So I yeah, I think that could be something for him possibly. I just don't know how long they could run with the Italian mob boss thing. But like I said, he came out there, man. The match was what, maybe tonight, maybe 3 minutes, even if that.
I
And
like that. This is Hammerstone. If we want to,
yeah, because I mean, Hammerstone did just have a good match with Obafemi
this is
last week,
and this is what they're doing right with this partnership. They're bringing these guys over and they're making
and
them
they're
look
not
as
making them
good,
look bad. They're not making them
making
look
them,
bad.
making them look as good as they're making them look in their home company, which is great, bro. Like they're
Yeah.
getting them,
So
they're putting them over more or less. Yeah,
yeah. Now my thing is, I don't know how I feel about him playing this "I'm down and out" character because we're not going to put the belt. We're not going to take the belt from Obafemi because he's down on himself. We're not going to go that route, are we?
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't put it on him if we're taking it from over for me. I would like
I wouldn't take it from Obafemi ever.
ever.
Oba
At
ever.
some point, he
He
got to
could
come to the main roster
he's
and
yeah, man, retire as that champ. Just drop
just
that
bring it
belt,
with
man.
you. Bring it with you.
If they have a draft, if they're draft, I'm drafting him first. No, he ain't taking the belt with him. He just gives it up and he goes to the main roster. Just give it up and go to the main roster. Have another tournament or something for it. I don't want this guy to lose. He just did his countdown. He's like 16 days away from being the longest reigning champion. And
There you go.
man,
Have him relinquish the title in exchange for a main roster contract.
okay. Because I okay, so now that we did say that
Make
though,
it make sense. Yeah,
if
make it
there
make
was
sense.
any,
Wow.
I was just gonna say, if just spot on the dime, and I'm not gonna say one person. Let's say two people. If there's two people that you're looking at in NXT right now, who do you think who would follow him as just as a great champion? Because this guy's been nothing. He hasn't had a bad match. Like
I like him.
I'm confused by that. I'm like, man, he ain't had a bad match.
I
He
like
looks
him.
good out there. Yeah, I like him a lot, man.
Um, I do like Tony.
Tony D'Angelo. Okay, okay, so he's one
Tony.
guy.
Ethan Page is killing it for me, but I think he should stay there for a little bit longer because he is killing it.
Yeah, and I,
Don't bring.
I don't think like I'm saying like, well, he's already been the world champion, so we already know he's not going to probably drop back down to that division.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, So
Oh, you mean I'm talking? I ththought you was asking me who could follow to the main roster, who
oh
could
no
pick
no
up
no
that
no
belt,
oh no no
who
no
could
no
pick
no
up that
who,
belt.
who could pick up that belt like if there was just two guys if you could think of off that roster
Like, are
who
we
could fight.
talking about from a tournament or from Oba Femi?
Oh, because I don't see nobody beating them, bro.
I don't want no. I don't want anybody to beat him
Yeah, I'm just saying, man,
unless
because like I just
unless
thought,
you're gonna strap Hammerstone
okay,
for a little bit.
like, yeah, because man, like man, I know who I do really like, but I don't want him to be I don't want him to end up getting wasted. But man, that new Javon Evans kid, man, that
That was gonna be my pick. He's giving the strap. You're giving him the. You're putting him over. You're giving
well,
him the
yeah,
TV time.
and I
He's
guess
nice.
we'll get to that. And I guess we'll get to that too. I guess we'll get to that in a couple seconds here. But yeah, all
Yeah.
right. So yeah, so now we're at the point where we got the Dawn who takes the walkout on the match and he takes the count out. Everyone's confused, and we're
Uh-huh.
like, okay, so where are we going with that? But right after that, I don't I don't know if you know what they went right into, but one of the rascals came popping out of nowhere, and he was really, really upset.
That was
So
Lynch, right?
yes, yeah, because he showed us a little bit of some video footage,
Little footage. Little footage.
a little bit of footage, and I was like, "Whoa, this is a violent beatdown." I don't know where he got this camera, where he got that camera angle from, but that was some violent footage there. We had Wesley attack him at home in a
At home.
parking lot.
Oh, wow.
I mean, was he wrong for it? I, I mean, he took
Listen,
an L recently. I thought it was a violent attack. It looked like he shut the door maybe on his arm, maybe a
he
few times, and we had a
should have
crazy angle.
he should have
We
took
had a
that L.
yeah. So now we know we got right. What I guess we have a street fight from these two coming.
What is
So
that going to be? That's going to be on the first show. First show on
uh,
the CW.
I think so. I think that's where they're going to go with it.
Chicago is Chicago first. Chicago street fight.
I think Chicago's first, and then they're going to follow with the St. Louis show. So yeah. So we had another appearance too again on NXT to follow that, man. We had another guy who's been popping up lately, Tyrese Halliburton. And for those who really have no idea who Tyrese Halliburton is, he's an NBA two-time All-Star. Uh, Played for the Pacers. He is a he's gonna be a superstar at some point in time. And
Gold
he was
medalist. Get that too.
oh yeah, the gold medalist. Let's not take that away. He was on our USA team this year, and boy, did they put on a performance toward the end. But yeah, we had Tyrese show up and he was talking to Ava in the back and he said he was cool. He was the guy that could really get the job done, get the contract signed because
Yeah.
we still didn't have a contract signed yet. So he said he's the guy. Now, what confuses me about Tyrese is we
Uh
don't
huh.
know if we don't know if he's a heel or face. Like I know they don't like him because he obviously plays for other basketball teams, but he's
Yeah.
playing like
It's
he's this asshole, but he's also playing like he's Trick's friend. So
it's weird because
it's
you have to play towards the crowd because they obviously don't like you because you're on the Pacers, but they grouped you with the good guy. So it's
yeah.
like weird.
I'm like, are you an asshole or are you a good guy? I'm totally confused by what they're doing with him. But I'm just like, okay, I mean, good man. It's good, man. You're bringing in the NBA product. You're bringing in the NBA fans.
Yeah.
Um, man, all this cross marketing, it's just good for business in general. I feel like, man.
They're trying to
I
touch
mean,
every market.
yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, I like money. I'm sure, and I'm pretty sure Triple H. I'm sure Sean. They like the good revenue of money, and so right now, I mean, like you said, man, you're bringing a star after star. You're talking about Sexy Red. We're talking, I mean, talking about even these people doing the entrance musics, like. Man, this is big. Like this is big for hip hop too. I like these people being able to cross brand. with the WWE is it's genius, man. Because us being big hip hop fans, we know a lot of these hip hop stars. They love this show. Hey, real quick comment. Yeah. Hey, Eileen, thanks for checking in with us.
What's going
Um,
on?
it's been a few weeks, but thank you. We're glad you're here. Um, but yeah, he said he can get the contract signed, bro. So okay, so we knew later on we knew that something was going to happen. Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Paul, for checking in with us, man. There are some super major stars coming up. It's gonna be awesome, man. I yeah, I think the CW deal again. I think that opens up things for them to cross barriers too. They can be a little more of
Yeah,
themselves because I mean, you know, when on the CW they're a little wild sometimes, man. They say a little bit more and do a little bit more on that channel. I don't, who knows?
yeah.
Who knows when probably the last time you watched the CW channel, right? Maybe the Wayans brothers.
The CW.
uh,
No, there was, I watched. I was watching All American. I'm pretty sure that was on there. I watched. I watched
All
Arrow. All
American
those.
was that
But
the
you don't watch the comic booky stuff. So I watched Arrow and the Flash and all that on there. So that's
okay?
the
Oh, but
so that
no, was it Black Lightning on the CW?
Black Lightning was on the CW.
Ah, see, I don't watch the comic book stuff. Don't be judging me, man. Don't be judging me, bro. You judge.
Yeah,
This
you
is a
said
judge free zone.
it's
This is a judge
always a
free.
bad free zone.
I had to
So
watch Black.
speaking
Go
of
ahead.
the big names, the next
Okay.
segment, right?
Um, no, the next segment was no Adonis. We had a match. We followed that up with a
Yeah, the
match.
match.
Ashanti.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that is it.
or did I miss something? I man, so I was getting ready. I might have been seasoning my steak. So you might know something I don't know. But I
Yeah,
think
because we had a match, but we had Punk in the ring before that.
oh we did. I must be a little bit off. You're right. We
Yeah,
did. We
we had
got
Punk in the
CM
ring.
Punk.
And we had
And
a nice little exchange between him and Roxanne, which I was impressed with him.
that was the probably the first time her on the microphone I wasn't annoyed with.
I
I thought
knew kind of figured.
that that was I was like, no sooner as she came out. But
I knew you.
I was sold. I thought she was gonna talk her. I know, man. You know, sometimes you got to think outside the box. You know, what I mean, this is out the box you know, in sport. I thought for some reason, I thought for some reason she was gonna talk herself into a match with AJ Lee in Chicago or
We
something.
gotta see AJ first.
But I thought maybe CM Punk had some genius idea that maybe AJ Lee would pop up. That's what I was hoping for. I mean, you know, we're out of the box, man. So we're trying to think like, okay, we got a question here. Was it a spoiler when CM Punk said a rumor or speculation I might be standing across? Oh, oof. Man, he said a couple things in that promo. You are absolutely correct. But I think yeah, I think we're gonna get him maybe working with some younger talent because
Yeah, I mean that's what he should be doing.
I mean they need to work with these older guys because they can pinpoint. Yeah, I'm glad you did bring that back
I'm
up.
all for
They,
seeing Braun Breaker run through CM Punk.
uh, he ain't going. He be CM Punk boy. That'd be something special.
Give
I
it to him.
mean, you do need these marquee wins, and these guys are at the point where you can take a legit loss
It's
or
not gonna hurt.
just no. There's just nothing that hurts anything, especially with this feud with him and Drew McIntyre right now. I mean, this is the most genius thing, honestly, the WWE can do, man. You're keeping them away from Seth, you know, well, Seth and being injured. You know what I mean? You're keeping them away from Rhodes right now. You're keeping them. You're just keeping them away, and you're keeping away from Gunther. So, because you know people probably don't want to see him lose to Gunther. I do,
I
but
do. I want to see everybody lose together.
if Gunther can go on a Goldberg streak, and I would be okay with it at this.
More. I mean, he's only been beaten for titles.
So yeah, so That's the only time he should ever lose. So basically, he should never lose the world title. If I'm booking, he's not like. There's no way that another person in a room right now can convince me, like, hey, man, like, I think this guy's ready to beat Gunther.
If I'm
No,
booking, I
no,
let
he's
him go
not.
for as long as you're gonna let him go for it. Let him win the Royal Rumble and be like, I want to give this up and go to
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Cody's belt now. The only way
the.
I'm holding it
I
for
don't even
2
want
years.
this one. I don't even
Go
want this
take
one.
Cody's belt too.
I don't even want
Um,
this one.
but yeah, we got a match, man. Like or no, you said like I said, I thought it was a good interaction with Roxanne. That was probably the best she's ever talked to me as for me as a heel.
Yeah,
Um,
she can only get better. I mean, and then she obviously she's going over things with Punk, so he's
yeah,
tuning things up with
yeah,
her.
because yeah, because like he said, man, he said that little chip on his shoulder was about the same size as her. That was a good little, that was a good, that was a good little line, and her rephrasing one of his catchphrases. I thought that was a good solid promo,
Yeah,
and then obviously we had the interaction between the challenger.
Julia.
Oh, yeah, Julia. And do you think it's maybe time? Where do you think they're going with this? Do you think Julia's the one? You know, she's been all. You know what I mean?
Julia,
She's all over the place. Yeah. Do you think
Julia is
they?
the one that they're gonna have take the strap from her because I've
So
in their eyes, and she might be. Roxy's ready for. Roxanne's ready for the main roster.
she, yeah, she's ready for the roster. So yeah. Yeah. So I guess we'll see. What is that? That's in what 2 weeks? Week. I guess we'll see soon.
Or is it the first show or is it the second show?
Oh, yeah, it might be the. I'm not exactly sure. What do we got here?
So yeah, the first show is in 2 weeks. So
Okay. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those. I think it's the St. Louis show, maybe. No, I don't know. I guess we have to just tune. Man, there's so much going on. They're trying to build so fast with that. So they're trying to build it up right. So I mean, yeah, keep bringing stars on, and
it's
they're in
so
the right
much
place.
changing in front of our eyes. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's so much changing in front of our eyes. But yeah, man, we followed that up with the Ashanti Adonis match and Eddie Thornton. And I
Ashanti's
thought it was a
always
good how what'd you say about Ashanti?
Ashanti's always been good, man. I'm glad they kept
He
her.
is really good. Man, is he I don't know if he's Shawn Michaels or if he's Usher. He's out there kissing people's girlfriends. Did you catch that?
No,
On the
I ain't
way
touched
out
that.
to I was like, ooh, that was a little Usher like, you menace. That's what you call a menace. He came out to the ring with the rose, and there was a girl sitting there by the entranceway, and he like kind of flirted with the girl a little bit. You could tell her boyfriend next to it kind of didn't really like that, and he gave her the rose, and she actually kissed him on the cheek. Boyfriend looked a little salty about it, so it might be something to check. It
Let
might
her
be
enjoy
something
the show, man.
enjoy the show, but he definitely looked a little. Do you send your girlfriends to Usher shows and send her up front? You know he's a menace.
Hey man, it's good. But hey,
uh, you know what? I ain't got nothing to say about it. Go enjoy yourself. Go enjoy yourself.
coming.
Go enjoy yourself. If this is hey, because I'm gonna make some money off this one way or another. I'm gonna go viral looking salty or whatever the situation is. I'm not even gonna be at the Usher concert anyway up front. So that's not something to worry about.
At
Um,
all.
yeah, but man, yeah, we followed that right up with the Dawn talking to his crew in the back, and we finally seen why he walked out on the match. He was kind of unsure of himself.
Yeah, very unsure of himself.
So he feels like he can't beat Obafemi. I don't think he could beat Obafemi. I don't think anybody on this planet.
Well, I wouldn't feel bad that I can't beat Overfilly. You know what I mean?
No, man, the
He,
talent.
He got it
he's got the talent, man, and he's really good in the ring for a very, very huge dude, man. He's
for a
moving
very
around.
huge new dude.
But yeah, yeah, because what he won the title, what after what 3 or 4 matches, maybe five,
Crazy, right?
and now he's on a 260 something day run, and I mean, like the talent's there. Now um, if people don't know a little bit of his background, he went to Alabama and he did like the shot put thing they do in the Olympics, where they hold that ball and they throw it. So that's kind of why you see him tossing grown men around, like tossing grown men around because he like they do in the Olympics. I can't think actually what that's called, but yeah,
No, you said
maybe
it.
shot put. I thought,
Yeah,
but
you said it.
okay. So yeah, that's his background. He went to Alabama. So I mean, that that's the only guy I want to see go against Gunther.
Yeah,
just
me too.
just just skip everything and go straight to Gunther.
Yeah, if we can't get Brock, yeah, give me
take
that.
take my money. You want my money? You give me Gunther and over from me right
Oh
now.
man,
I'll travel across the United States in a doom buggy to watch that to
ah,
watch. Uh, I will hitchhike across the United States with no money and to watch that match.
that's a
I'll do whatever
WrestleMania.
it takes. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's going to be WrestleMania in 3 years, man. Three years. Give me over Femi and Golfer.
we were just saying, and within the next 5 years, stuff it's gonna look so crazy. The main events are gonna be.
Yeah, man, because we don't got too many
I
all
mean, the
the
people we're
legend.
looking at, most of the people we're looking at in NXT right now, they're gonna be main eventing within the next 5 years on the
Absolutely, your Carmelo Hayes. I
main.
mean,
Yeah,
well, obviously he's already been drafted up, but he'll be a mega star someday. Because you could see it. Like sometimes they tell you, man, you could just when you see something in somebody, and like they're. Do I think all of these people are going to be superstars later on? No,
no, but
but
Femi definitely will. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, he's like a 5-star general to me right now. Down there, absolutely. So, but like these people are going to be mega stars, man. Like when Randy Orton's finally gone, and The Rock's like the final boss finally hangs it up, like and like it's going to be a whole new world there, and like I mean, even they are now, but like your Charlottes is your veterans. You know what I mean? Like they're considered your veterans already.
that's what I think about.
And
Yeah,
I mean, they've been there for years. Your Charlottes, they're gonna be considered your veterans. And we're gonna be like watching them get ready to go home for good. Yeah, I mean, like so
the
yeah,
cycle continues.
yeah, the
Been
cycle I mean
You've been
bro,
through this cycle a couple of times. I've been through it a
yeah,
couple of times.
so and wait, there might be a time, bro, where it gets like, oh, this is hard to watch. I do.
It happens. It
It
happens.
happens. It happens. There's been plenty of times where I was like, "Yo, I love wrestling with all my heart, my whole life." But there's been times where I'm like, "Man, I have no idea what's going on because it's it's not what it was." I mean, I remember coming back, like leaving and coming back to it, and like Batista and all these other people, and I was just like, "Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it for me." And but it was like such a passionate thing that I had to come back to it because that's what I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's always been it's been my dream. But yeah, let's keep it moving, man, because like I said, we don't want to be on it too late. I'm pretty sure if I'm correct, I think we followed it up with another tag team match. That was Cedric and Javon Evans, who we talked about earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah, Evans and the No Corner Catch Crew.
Yep.
And I thought that was like, I don't. What did you think of the match, man?
I mean, I like everybody who was involved in the match. They always put on a good one.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's good for Evans too because I do think he could be a solo star, but to have him working with Cedric, who's like very wildly athletic too, and who can't
I'll take it.
excuse me, excuse me, just can't really find his place on the higher cards.
Yeah,
I'll take that. I'll
I'll
absolutely.
take him mentoring the young boy because he's already so good for the little bit of experience he got.
Yeah, I mean because we obviously know he's been on the main roster. He's been there what 10 years probably more than that. Cedric,
Yeah,
he's
Cedric.
he,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
he's
crazy to
got
think
some
about,
time.
man.
It's crazy to think about, man. Like, it's so funny. Like, people don't realize how long. I even said to our boy Mikey, like, he didn't realize that the Usos been in the WWE for like 14 years. He,
Long.
because he doesn't watch it that often. But like when I brought it up, he was like, "They ain't been there 14 years." I said, "Yes, they have, bro." Like, he was like, "Nah." I'm like. Yeah. Like time flies, man. We don't realize how long like
Even been
we
longer
grew
than Roman. He was there longer
yeah,
than Roman.
yeah, longer than Roman. That's insane to think too. So man, yeah, I didn't even think about that, man. They've been there longer than Roman. So, but yeah, when you have it, goes back to us when you have it. This
It.
is what you turn it. There's that it on it. You got to let it roll off your tongue. Um, pause. Uh, yeah. um, yeah. So like, yeah. Excuse me. Where was I going with that? But I think that's good for Evans and the no corner catch crew. I do like that crew. I think they're a little bit bland, but you
See,
would
that's my
understand.
only thing, man. It's like the whole group needs a little bit more character from me, but they can wrestle. So I'll
S
watch.
so there's something to work with. They could
Something
wrestle.
like
Yeah, absolutely. They could absolutely wrestle because what, one's, Regal's son, you explained to me,
Dempsey. Yeah, Dempsey.
Dempsey's Regal's son, so you already know they're the wrestling ability that he got, he's probably Dean Malenko, he's probably the man of 2,000 holds, if
Yeah,
anything. If anything, he's
he's nice
probably
to watch.
yeah, there's probably so much more that I gotta see from him. I noticed he kind of grew his beard in a little bit this week. That was like a little
Mhm.
notice of a change.
You
So.
said that look's never gonna work.
Wait, bro, just the bland tights and the
Wearing tights,
it,
the long hair.
yeah, just I mean, bro, he looks like somebody that works at the smoke shop around the corner. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he just looks like somebody that works. I mean, he just looks like somebody that works at the smoke shop around the corner who can really wrestle. That's that's what I get from it. The other guys, I haven't totally figured out what they even are yet. I just
Hmm.
know again they can wrestle, and then they're running around with that girl. Um, ugh, they're doing that gimmick, and I'm just like, she's being annoying. I I I think that whole new corner catch crew, I think that thing definitely needs some tweaks, bro.
I
If
mean,
any.
we'll see. Because they've been tweaking it. I guess they're getting
They,
there.
but can we talk about the news after that? I mean, like I said, it was a great tag team match. We got right to the point. But can we talk about the news right after that match?
They like Javante Evans, bro.
They like they like him a lot.
They like him
Enough
so much.
that Randy Orton posted on Twitter, I'll be taking you on in St. Louis on the first CW show. Man, that's huge for the kid, man.
Huge.
That that's huge for the kid, man, because he's a great little worker. What's he, 22 years old, maybe 20? He's 20, right?
I think he's 19, 20, 20 somewhere. Yeah, I don't think he's 21 yet.
No, he's not 21 yet. So yeah, he might be 19. I might do a little more research into that. I think that kid is 19, 20 years old, man. And and he's not your uh He's not your Ricochet. He's not your
20.
uh he's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Man, and he's not your Ricochet because he could talk a little bit and
Yeah,
it's
he
not
could talk.
it's not forced talking. It's him being himself.
The young OG is definitely him being himself, man.
So,
I like him.
man, they like him, man. And this match with him and Randy Orton, I don't know what we're gonna get, but
I don't know what
when
we're gonna get, but if I know if it was me, the only thing on my mind is how am I gonna make this RKO look amazing?
one of the top three RKO's ever.
That's the only thing on my mind.
Oh, but because I have a little top three RKO's.
Uh,
I have a top three that I've seen that I think so. I'm so excited. I can't wait till we get to go. We're gonna go back and unpack this because I think this kid has the talent to break into my top three of RKO's.
oh,
I think I've seen enough, and I'll get into those arcade. We'll get into it. We'll make a little. We'll make a small segment, a 15-minute segment about your favorite RKO's or something. You know, we'll talk about it. We'll mark
yeah,
about it, bro. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we should definitely. That's something we should talk about here. We'll talk about your top three, and we'll see if he can maybe crack into my top three because I seen that and I'm like,
So
whoa.
we'll wait until after their match. Then we'll
Okay,
put up.
and then we'll unpack it. We'll unpack it.
We'll unpack
We'll
it.
mark about it. We'll mark about it. All right. What did we follow up with after that, bro? Did we follow up with another match?
Full of ice. We followed
No,
up. It was a lot going on there too, but we followed
no,
up with
no. I think we skipped something just real quick, bro.
what?
Dion Lennox versus Brooks Jensen.
Oh yeah,
The
that flew past me. Then you know
if
what? I think I
okay.
was getting this together.
Um, Brooks Jensen. Okay. I'll just give you a rundown. I guess it was just a decent match. It's more for this Brooks Jensen story, I guess, to get over with what's his name, Sean Spears.
Yeah,
He finally he won the match, obviously Brooks Jensen, and he finally shook Sean Spears' hand. So I think they're gonna
Sean Spears
ma-
put a little stable together.
yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do, and I think that's good for him too because it's kind of like you're
Kind of
so
remind
good,
me
but you
of
just get caught in the mix. Um,
that Seth Rollins gimmick.
yes, and yeah. So I guess we'll see if maybe he starts a feud and then or excuse me, not a stable, and maybe that'll be where he goes with it. I think they're due
Sean
for another.
Spears. Yeah,
Yeah, because I think they are due for another strong stable down there. Obviously, the college group Chase U, they're kind of in the mix of their own thing right now with Ridge Holland, and um, so yeah, maybe that'll work out for Sean Spears. But we had another announcement right after that match. I don't like you said you might have tuned out, but uh, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
I did
They
see
had
that. I
okay.
heard it. I overheard it while I was out here. So yeah, I was out here during that. So yeah, they're coming for the titles.
They're coming for the titles, and man, I love this tag team. This idiot tag team. I love these two guys together, man. This is great for Theory. Theory probably the first or second best salesman in the WWE period. They're between him and
JD, yeah.
JD McDonough. Man, maybe we might have to do that too, man. Top 10 top 5 sales between those two guys. Maybe we'll have you research your 5. I'll research
Yeah,
my
I'll
5.
take one, you take one, and we'll mark about it.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah, we'll work about it, man, because those guys are selling on a constant
Let's see.
basis. they
Austin
make
Theory, bro.
they make everybody's finisher look so much better than what it is. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that I think that, and I think that they can actually take the NXT tag team titles
Yeah. Why not?
because they could actually put other people over. They could
Yeah.
put it because I mean I know they like Axiom and excuse me, what's the other guy? Oh, he's
Action and Frazier. Frazier.
Axiom Fraser, and I think they're like I think that they can actually really get over on the upper show because they do you do need some tag team, and it's weird that you see a guy with a mask and a guy without a mask, but I think
Yeah.
it's totally weird.
It's weird,
But
but it works, I guess.
it
But
works because honestly, I don't think they would be too successful without each other.
yeah, I mean that's where yeah, I agree.
So that's kind of where they're at with that. Um, yeah. So I guess we're on to what was it? The main event right after that. Uh,
Yeah.
Lola Vice and G.
Man,
Yeah, main event. Man, oh man, are them women? Could we talk about the women in NXT at this point in time? Man, all of
talk
them, and
about the women in NXT.
all of them, man, all of them have
Ariana Grace.
they're
You know who
picking up.
Ariana Grace is, right? You've been watching TNA. You know who Ariana Grace is. Because I
No,
knew and it slipped my mind, but I
okay.
watched. That's Santino's daughter.
Oh no, I didn't. Okay, okay.
Yeah. And I
So
think she popped up at TNA and I caught it. I think she did. If my memory
okay,
serves me correct.
all
And it
right.
hit me. Yeah, I did remember. I did know that.
Okay. Yeah, I think the
See,
women, the women, they're picking out some beautiful women, man. But you know what? They're really
Paul Spencer
like,
loves Love Advice.
yeah, man. She, yeah, she's a man. She's probably in my top 3 or 4 down there. I mean,
Definitely.
it's hard to get away from Mrs.
Jay
Jada
Parker.
Parker.
Yeah.
Jada Parker, please, please, if you ever catch this show, if you ever catch this show, us two guys, we knew you
From
were
the
going to
jump.
be a superstar. We know you're going to be a superstar at some point in time. Um, I mean, she just has that, and you know why I like her a lot, man. And that, like you said, because she kind of looks like a Shanti, man. You sold me on it. She looks like Ashanti. You know I'm big on Ashanti. I'm still mad at Nelly right now. I can't. I don't listen to country grammar. Mama Ia. If I hear
I
that
was
song
just,
come on, if it
I
comes
was
on
just
in the
listening to
club,
that last night.
nah, man, we don't do that. You supposed to be my boy, bro. We don't do
I
that.
don't
We
know
don't do
nothing about what's going on with no Nelly and Ashanti, bro. I promise you, I don't know
I don't
nothing.
know what's going on with it either, man. But we ain't promoting that Nelly stuff around here. We ain't promoting
Yeah,
that Nelly
no,
stuff around.
but
Um, um, I thought we had like a D. I'm starting to like JC Jane a lot better. I like she has. I like that little crew. I like that little crew that they got going on down there.
yeah, I mean,
I
toxic.
think talk attraction. Am I
No,
right? No,
toxic was it?
that's you said no. He said no.
I'm
Talk.
confused because they had listen.
I feel like they
Uh,
just changed to this name like 2 weeks ago too. Didn't they just
exactly,
take the?
but it's a play on the faction she was in with Gigi
Okay.
Dolan and Mandy Rose.
Okay, yeah. Fatal.
So I think I got them mixed up in my head, so it's confusing me right now, and I don't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, but we had a lot going on at the end there. I man, we seen appearances from what? Who all popped out there? Man, everything happened
I
so
seen Dana
fast.
Parker. I seen Ariana Grace.
Yeah, so
Who else?
are we? Yeah, and it ended off with kind of like Parker and Lola Vice doing a
Well,
little
she was
stare off,
looking.
but
Jada
she,
Parker was looking for. Was it? Is it? Toxic Attraction?
A toxic attract. Maybe
And I
that's
think the
it.
last one was Fatal Attraction or some shit like that.
Yes. Okay, there you go. I think so.
I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
Jada's been
She's
looking
been
for her
looking for
for
them.
like 2 weeks. Yes.
Yeah,
So is that their way of trying to turn Parker face? Because the crowd likes Parker.
crowd
Like,
loves Parker.
yeah, but she's a heel.
I don't think she needs to be. I don't think she needs to be a face to team up with them. And look, we have a common enemy. I don't
And
think she needs to
that's
be.
okay. Okay. All right. But yeah, common enemy. So what's it going to be? We're building to a 3-on-3 then?
I would. Why not?
Yeah. And yeah, and I think it'll probably end up being some wild 3-on-3. Obviously, probably some chaotic type match because
Because obviously,
obviously
I think.
because Parker's been looking for her for weeks. She was looking for her in the parking lot with a kendo stick. It's
Mhm.
been explosions everywhere, so obviously there'll probably be some sort of stipulation on this match. But
Yeah.
yeah, I man, it was a great night for NXT. I can't wait for the CW. Um, it was a great night, man. I don't want to stay up too late tonight, man. We're already here. We unpacked everything. I think we got a lot to talk
We didn't
about here.
unpack everything. We
We
didn't
didn't.
unpack everything
Oh
because we
no,
still had the
we did.
contract signing.
Oh, we did have a contract
We
signing.
still had the contract signing.
So after all a big melee, we still had
He
Tyrese Halliburton, who could what he said he can get the contract signed, and
can get the contract signed.
and he did just that. So
Exactly.
the contract got signed, but there was another special announcement.
Yeah. CM
Yeah,
Punk came back out. I guess this is what he was trying to get to earlier.
he never got a chance to get to say what he had to say, but he got to announce it too. Yeah, man, we are obviously going to be in Chicago. We're going to get CM Punk as the special referee for Trick Williams and Ethan Page.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, he has to have a spot obviously on the show.
Yeah.
Um uh real quick, let's cash it in here. Do you think we have a new champ? Where do you think we're going with this? Do you think Trick regains the championship, or do you think we keep it on all ego? Because man, this guy can talk. He's having decent matches. He's a
This
great
guy,
heel.
listen, I've always liked Ethan Page from when
I
he was in
really
A.
thought I really thought Trick was ready when Trick got it, but I felt like when he did finally get it, he wasn't
Yeah,
ready
he
for it.
wasn't really feeling the title run, which
I wasn't, man. I didn't even feel him actually. I didn't even care for the match that he wanted in. I just was like, ugh. I felt like it just could have, but there were so many matches so good prior to that because that was WrestleMania weekend, and it felt like people were exploding. Because I think the only match that I fully remember from that card, I think it was a triple threat. It was or what was his name? He's no longer there. Dijak or
like,
yeah, Obafemi, and there was another guy. There's three triple threat. And man, that's what I remember from that weekend. And so I don't know where they go with it, but I think this is awesome, man. You're gonna get a lot of CM Punk that week. You're gonna get Randy Orton. You're gonna get Sexy Red. You're gonna get. I think you're gonna get some of these people's. You're gonna really see some of this young talent's best showcases on the CW.
hopefully,
I think they might
hopefully we
even
see Joe
perform.
Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Hopefully we see
I,
him.
why not? He's been money for them for weeks now, and this was the first week we didn't get him. Correct? There might
I
have
don't
been.
know. I don't know if we got him last week. He might be taking a little break, man. I think they're doing a little rotation of some sorts. Like they got people like Wentz
Yeah,
here and there, but as far as like you got your names like Hendry, we're getting a little bit of
get your feet wet.
Hammerstone now.
Yeah, so now we're just getting your feet wet because we got Hammerstone 2 weeks in a row, so we're getting your feet wet. to see what you can really do. So, man,
Pop up on.
NXT, yeah, man. Old man Michaels, man, he been really putting together some good product, man. I like what he's doing. I like he's having a little bit of free reign. I like that there's a lot going on in NXT, and I think that people should put their eyes on it a little bit more. So hopefully, guys like us can hopefully help other people who's sitting around on a Tuesday night not doing nothing when they should be watching. They should be marking out about some wrestling.
Hey, watch NXT on a Tuesday and TNA on a Thursday.
Yes, that all these shows, if you don't have nothing to do, there is some. I mean, make sure you're watching Raw. Make sure you're watching excuse me, NXT. Make sure you're watching TNA because you don't never know at this point. You might see WWE guys pop up over there. Um, I thought, yeah,
No,
didn't JBL just pop up over there? Speaking of,
JBL's been popping up at a lot of places independently, but he's only on a Legends contract. So as long as he's not using
okay,
their property, he can
yeah,
pop up.
yeah. So, but I'm pretty sure he popped. He's been doing TNA pop ups.
As long as they don't
So
say Bradshaw, he's good.
yeah, he's JBL. He's JBL. I'm
He's
pretty sure.
John. He's John Layfield. They can't
Oh,
even say JBL.
okay. Oh, so he's John. Okay. All right.
John Layfield. Yeah, he's been popping up. I guess he's about to have something going on with Nick Nemeth. Was that who
Nick
he was?
Nemeth, yeah, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, for those who
Yeah.
don't know, who aren't keeping up with that side of things. Yeah, man. Like I said, we don't want to stay on too long tonight. I think we unpacked everything as quick as we can and try not to lose get sidetracked. It's been a great show. I'm happy to be back. Obviously, things oh, we might be back every Tuesday now. It says I think you are you back with me on Tuesdays, bro?
I'm here, man, and it was a very smooth show too. I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, I am too, man. Like I said, we haven't been on a few weeks due to, you know what I mean, some circumstances out of our control, but we apologize for that. And yeah, we're gonna come back. We're gonna do some different things. Every We're gonna try to maybe bring on some indie star. We got some ideas for this show. Like I said, there's so many different shows on this channel that I think people definitely need to check out. I mean, there's sports shows everywhere. There's the Scully Squad. I think they do everything Philadelphia. Bah! I don't like anything Philadelphia. I don't like cheesesteaks. I don't like the Eagles. I don't like the Flyers. I don't like anything about Philadelphia. But they run an amazing show on here. I've man, I think I've seen a show for the Raiders. There's been so much stuff going on the show. Like I said, sometimes when you're at work, or there's random shows popping up on.
Yeah,
Like I said, I seen a show for the New York Mets. I'm a New York Mets fan, so I've been trying to keep up with that show. Um, their NFL's back, so they'll be running shows for the NFL. Prediction shows. I would love to pop up on one of these NFL prediction shows because you know, when we're not doing wrestling, we're fully engaged in Dallas Cowboy football and
um,
everything else. Yeah, we're engaged in all sports. So I would definitely advise anybody to come on over here to Autobox. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel. Uh, Subscribe to all like you can find us anywhere. Twitter, YouTube. Up. Matter of fact, yes. Tomorrow is the Batcave Met Show, 10 a.m. with Ken. Man, so you know what? 10 a.m. I know where I'm going to be at. I'm probably going to be working, but I'm probably going to just go ahead and open up YouTube and see what he's talking
gotcha.
about. Because the Mets are in playoff contention right now. Yes, and let's not forget the atomic drop. Probably next to our show, so obviously, we've been over there a few times. My favorite show, The Atomic Drop. A lot of my friends has checked out that show recently, and they love it. That, yep, the best damn show. With Friday nights, are we going to be back Friday nights, or is it going to be Saturday? We'll keep everybody posted. We'll post
No
on our
matter what
social
night,
media.
it's the best damn show in the 10 o'clock hour.
Yeah, man, it's the best damn. It's the best damn show. It's honestly, man. Next to this show, it's obviously my favorite show. I love the panel. It's always interesting to see everybody's different viewpoints, and yeah, I think everybody should check it out. So I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to keep up everybody all night, man. It's been a great show, Kurt. Paul, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody that's been tuning in and still following us. Like I said, we know it's been a couple weeks, but we're definitely going to be back, and we're going to be running shows, and we're going to have something for everybody.
So yeah,
And
make sure y'all go ahead and follow us on Facebook, man. We're gonna be posting content.
yes, I'm Larry Burke on Facebook. That's Prospect Homes. Trip 3 times on Instagram. Uh,
Down there. Yeah.
okay, yep. I'm gonna make sure that I put my Instagram on here next time so everybody can see it pop up. So you can go over there and check me out. And I don't know, man. I guess next week there's only that one thing we could do: talk about NXT next week, and that's what, man. Let's mark about it next week, man.
Don't work about it, man.
Mm, thanks, everyone. Have a great night.